Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas. They're not too happy with CNN right now. You think you're the only one who doesn't like CNN. Well, now these two don't really like CNN because their son, who happens to have a podcast, who knew? Everybody's got a podcast. We have the best one right here. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. Anyway, their son, who does this little podcast, decided he'd venture out into bigger territory and he'd try and take on CNN's Scott Jennings. Not a good first move. Just saying. Like, you got your little podcast, okay? You get to go on there and spout all your liberal stuff. Well, now you're in a debate setting, and that's a whole different kind of setting, and you got to be able to fire on all cylinders, buddy boy, in order to do that one. I mean, I know you're cute, and you get really good-looking parents, so you should be cute. But this did not go well. I'm going to show you what happened to the Nepo baby. Oh, now I get it. Nepo baby, right? Who's got a podcast and decided to promote his podcast on CNN. Uh-oh, watch out. Watch out, buddy.
You cannot put on the American people that Democrats were the one that were hurting people, making this plight.
Who was casting the votes against opening the government? Democrats or Republicans?
Who was
casting the votes?
Scott, who was wanting to cut SNAP benefits?
Nobody.
Republicans
voted to
playing up SNAP benefits after 2 courts ruled that it was unallowed.
Republicans voted to fund SNAP 15 times. Democrats voted to defund it 15
and you talk
times.
About the affordable,
we had to get aid to join us.
You talk about the Affordable Health Care Act. Okay,
it's terrible.
Landmark legislation is not perfect. We understand that Democrats, Republicans, Independents, 70% of Americans, not Democrats, not just Independents, 70% of Americans believe that they should increase those subsidies past the dead mark of December, the COVID era subsidy benefits. So it's a huge thing that Democrats, Republicans, 70% agree with. And look, when it comes to the government shutdown, I was of the persuasion that to go for it, I didn't really get it. Democrats wanted a fight. They got a fight. Chuck Schumer, back in last year, didn't fight. He got a lot of flack for it, particularly in his home state of New York. So they wanted a fight, but they found a fight that was worth fighting with talking about the Affordable Health Care Act. People were with them. Democrats were leading in the polls. We won big on Tuesday.
That's what it was for, right? It was for the election, right?
Well, I think we should have kept going. What I don't understand, and which I would love others to help me out and understand, I don't understand why we caved so soon when the American people seem to be on our side.
Because the election ended. You just said it. It was for the election.
Listen,
the election ended.
He's like, help me, please, save me from Scott Jennings, who's trying to actually poke a few little holes in my spiel, my little spiel that clearly I don't have down very well. But, it's CNN. I guess he didn't expect that, for goodness sakes. Well, neither did his parents. So the word on the street is they're not too happy. But I would just start with this. You know what? Don't put your kid in the big leagues. Let him go into other happy little places like, oh, doesn't Rachel Maddow have a podcast? Or, oh, better yet, I'm sure Joy Reid would love him. I mean, love him. Okay? Go into friendly territory, for goodness sakes. Don't go up against Scott. Those Republicans, they can be kind of scary for just a kid podcaster, okay? Anyway, unbelievable stuff, guys.